Today's adventure begins as a recording of this Thursday, March 7th, 2024. Been wandering around a little bit, stretching the legs. I'm about to do a little jog for the first time in forever. Starting here on the corner of Spring Park Loop, Maiden Street, Spring Park Loop, cross streets, Maiden Street. And I think I'm gonna try to do, it's about a mile, it's a few feet past a mile, down to Market Street from this intersection. And I'm gonna try to jog it. See what happens. Welcome everyone, Adam the Woo here. Now usually I would show on my phone what I'm doing, but because I'm filming on my phone and not on my camera, all I'm taking out is said phone. So I can't show the proximity, that's why I'm showing the cross streets. I'm gonna try to jog all the way to Starbucks. I am doing a 13.1 mile half marathon in September. My birthday is about 155, 156 days from now. August 10th, 2024, I'll be 50 years old. I'm doing a Fit by 50 challenge. But then also, 3 or 4 weeks after that, I'm doing my first Run Disney event. I talked about that the other day. And I was going to take all of this month, all of March, to do a little treadmill action. But the treadmill's kind of boring. I do the treadmill, I watch shows on the treadmill, and I really kind of need to get out onto the concrete, onto the open plains, if you will, and that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm just gonna see how far I can get without, keeling over at this point, and just test the old muscles and the body system. Now, I'll don't have to paraphrase, but to give a disclaimer, I will probably not be running all of the 13 miles in September when I do the Disney half marathon, Halloween half marathon. I just want to cross the finish line. I'm hearing as long as you can do a 15-minute pace for a mile, running, walking, then the balloon ladies, there's the infamous balloon ladies, which I did not know about until I posted that announcement video. They will not catch up with you and make you complete these. This is such a beautiful area. All right, I'm inviting you to join me on a run walk, test out the old feet, test out the old socks, shoes. I did have some running socks, but I use traditional socks, and I have these On Cloud shoes. And the only thing I'm bringing with me is a $10 bill in my pocket to get some water if I need, and my phone. I think I might invest in an Apple Watch though. I think that's like a good thing. That way I can see exactly how far I'm running. All right, let's get going. I'm inviting you to join me. Shall you? Wow. All right, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop right here. Oh my God. Holy Lord. I made it to this point. Corner Celebration and Campus. That was a heck of a lot harder than I expected. Not quite a mile, about a block from the Starbucks, which would have been a mile, a little over a mile. Good Lord. Gotta get my circulation going again. Feels good, but when I used to run when I was younger, I was a lot lighter. When I started running, it felt like there was an earthquake underneath my feet. Fault of my own for weighing so much. Holy Lord. Oh, that was the most distance I've run. Let's call it 4/5 of a mile. Starbucks is right there, which was a mile from the point, close to it. Let's call it 4/5 of a mile, give or take. All right, so over the next 150 days, really need to lose weight. Because goodness, gets the blood flowing. I can feel my heart palpitating, pumping. No Starbucks today. Just gonna get some water. Wow. I'm amazed I made it as far as I did though. I will say, I did think it was gonna be a little easier. I did not realize my back was gonna feel it. My legs were fine. Side was fine. It was mostly my back and then the upper boobage area flopping around. So this will all go away. Watching what I eat and going from there. Man, I was gonna try to make it to a full mile. My body was saying, no, take a break. I'll get there, I'll get it. It's only the first day of the jogging. I'm gonna call it running, but I kind of figure if I can get to the point where I can jog the first 2 miles of the 13 miles and then briskly walk at like a 3.5 pace the second mile, then maybe run a mile or a half mile on, half mile off. stay away from the back of the pack, I could be good. That's my plan. 13.5 miles is really going to be an undertaking. The 5K, 10K were both sold out. I took a screen grab of the time when I was leaving that intersection to over here, and I totally forgot. I was at one with my own thoughts for about 3 or 4 minutes trying to regain my not consciousness, but regain myself. I forgot to look at the time when I stopped. But I got a little Ethos water here from Starbucks. Yeah, this is going to be a long process. This is the old parking lot I used to park in when I had my apartment over here. The part used to be right up there. People circling around trying to find parking. There's a spot right there. See that car right there, though. If that was me parked there, I'd be towed because it's not a parking spot. Anyway, that's a whole other story. Guess that was just my time to be towed. Now, in no way is it in a determining distance where also water is hitting the spot. But just to give, no determining factor has been ran yet to really give a consensus on whether the shoes feel amazing or if I'm going to be able to do this. Again, just first thought jarring. It's probably been at least a decade since I've ran that distance. And it was only what, 4/5 of a mile, 3/4 of a mile. And didn't know what kind of pace I was at, but I wasn't sprinting. I wasn't giving it my all, but I had a pretty good pace going on. But I will say, the shoes do feel really comfy. Pretty good. I think these are going to be pretty good to break in. I'm sure I'm going to wear through these, maybe another pair even before September's race. But so I think I'm going to pick another marker and try to do another jog. Maybe I'll do a half mile instead of trying to do it a mile. Maybe just a quick little half mile, 3/4 of a mile. Mile's a little too much. I'll try to pick another half mile point from where I'm at right now. Let me look on the map and get back with you. I walked over to Savannah Square. Going to start again. I think it's about half mile. Probably 0.6 miles. Let's call it a half mile from here, this direction, over towards the library, the Celebration Library. All right, gonna get jogging. See if I can get over there without stopping. Here comes the rhino. That's what I feel like. I feel like a rhino running. Okay, I had to slow down right here. Turn it into a walk. Second fail on the distance so far today, but at least I'm getting a little perspective. So I only made it probably 3/5 of that 6th mile in the second run. Corner of Campus and Goff Park, starting off on the second little leg over at Savannah Park. Goodness gracious, this is a wake-up call. I feel like I should have stuck with my original thought process and game plan, which was to take this whole month and just do, walking. Startled me. Scared me, man. Should have just started off with the first game plan, which was drop about 10, 15 more pounds this month just by doing treadmill. So I think probably the regular 3, 4, maybe 5 times a week running will start in April, but I wanted to test it out and I am not ready to be hitting the pavement yet. I think I'm just too heavy and I'm just out of shape. My legs feel pretty good, but yeah, just didn't think it was gonna hit me this hard. So I don't think I'm gonna do any more running today. Look how red my face is, I'm sweating. But I am gonna head home and hit the gym a little bit. Still doing a little bit of weights and not gonna do the treadmill, but starting tomorrow, just to get back on the treadmill and do the treadmill the rest of the month, and then go back into the running. And I gotta really put it into the universe. I need to drop about 10 or 15 pounds over the next let's call it 10 pounds over the next 3.5 weeks, maybe even more. And just kind of a good tie-in would be the opening of baseball season. Spring training's happening right now. I could call this my spring training, even though I'm not a pro baseball player because I'm not that good. I don't have the discipline to try to be that. That's why others succeeded in that avenue, and I am here trying to jog a half mile through Celebration, sweating my tuchus off and not being able to accomplish a mile yet, but it'll happen. Treadmill the rest of the month. Also go show a little bit of my workout routine too. I'll head over to the home gym and I'm gonna get on track, back on track with that, and just not really be running like I did today for another 3 weeks until until I get the cardio up on the treadmill. All right, over to the homestead. Of course, that on its own is a nice little walk too, so I get my steps in, get back over there. Yeah. Thing is, I can walk all day long, but man, once I start jogging, you realize I'm a slob. Can't even imagine what it would have been like if I would have attempted to run a month ago, or when I was at my heaviest, like 6-8 months ago. I fluctuate a lot. I am nowhere near my heaviest, but I am not thin. But if I would have tried, man, if I would have tried jogging a little bit when I was at my heaviest, I'd probably be keeled over right there. Look at this line of cars. Oh, golfers only. I've actually never stopped to look at that sign before. Fun fact. You know what I might do at some point is do like a brisk, fast 3-mile walk, or even like a 2-mile walk, just to see, without running, just how brisk of a fast. Right now, I'm walking very slow, very, very slow, because I'm kind of exhausted. But if I had not run, granted, I only ran like what, 1.3 miles at the most, 1.2 miles just then, and that would just like kick my hiney. But if I hadn't have done that, I feel like I'm interested to see, at walking at my normal fast pace, if I could walk like a 3.5 on concrete. I know I could do on the treadmill. See what I could do. See if I could walk a 15-minute pace for a few miles. That would be a game changer if I could. The only reason I really haven't weighed myself for this little 10-year duration of the weight loss I'm trying to get fit, get in shape, is because I just know I'll be disappointed with what I weighed in at prior to Dragon Con, which is thin by Dragon Con last year. So I'm trying to get down at a respectful number, close to that, before I kick into another gear into April, if that makes sense. Anyway, thanks for listening. For anyone that is. And it might even come as a revelation to me, as a announcement to my brain, that maybe I am not geared at my age, weight, and bad ankles and knees to be any sort of a jogger. I'm using the word runner there. It's a Run Disney event, but it's basically going to be a brisk jog and fast walk. But maybe it's not cut out for me, but I won't know till I try. I'm gonna give it the old college try, even though I'm considerably older than someone that should be in college. Because when I started jogging a bit ago, when I first started doing that first mile, and I only made it about 3/4, when I first took those first 10, 15 steps, I thought to myself, oh, holy F, this is not gonna be, this is not what I expected. Just looked it up again. 181 days from now to the start of the Run Disney event marathon weekend. 2 days later is the race I'm in. It's on a Sunday. It is a half marathon. The 181 days is up to the start of the 5K, then the next day is the 10K, and then there's the half marathon. 156 days until I'm 50. There's a deer. There's a deer. That was awesome. Look how cute this house is. Love it. Love it. All right, I'm gonna try another quick little jog. 0.3 miles from here at Nadina Place and West Park Drive over to the Catholic Church. 0.3 miles. I'm gonna have a little jog. I'm just gonna do it. Ooh, I can feel it in my legs. Those first two little jaunts. Woo! Yeah. Oh yeah. Heart racing there. I felt like a little less than 0.3. That's probably between 0.2 and 0.3. Nonetheless, I feel like the walking, running thing could work. Also, I went a little slower pace on that last little 3.3 miles than the other one. I think that first, to do that first mile, I think I was going a little too fast. I think that winded me a little. I think that started off the whole thing not in a positive light. Hard to believe it's only about 10 days from right now, give or take, to St. Paddy's Day. This year's already starting to be in full swing. I'm gonna need the luck of the Irish. I'm gonna need the follow the rainbow to the gold, the health gold. Almost said gold, a goal and gold. Really, luck has nothing to do with it. It's just putting in the work. Something I have not done for a long time. Getting there. Yeah, so starting tomorrow, back on the treadmill, back in the home gym here. I always like to do about an hour. I usually watch some TV episodes or some movies. If it's a full movie, I'll watch half a movie one day, half a movie the next. And if it's like an episode, I'll watch a couple episodes of a show right on there for the next month. And I'm gonna show a few workouts that I use. I don't think this is the best weight bench that there is, but it's okay. I'm not trying to do anything like heavy lifting. But one day, if I ever get up to that, I might need a sturdier weight bench and a better barbell system as far as the one across there. But mostly I just do like the free weight curls there, the treadmill, and then I just love this thing right here, which I really need to get back on track with this because I really like the leg lifts. So I'll kind of show what I do those. I'm a big fan of, not a fan, but I'm big into the 3 or 4 sets of 15 routine. So anything 15, you know, reps, 15 reps, whatever the weight is, or leg lifts or anything like that. I'll show you what I mean. This thing will really put things in perspective as well. Basically, put your feet up on here, and then you put your back against here, and then you just do the leg lifts, working your legs and your abs. So you do 15 of those, kind of walk around a little bit, catch your breath, and then get right back on and do 3 more. And normally I will have music playing, pumping through the Bluetooth, but the music's on my phone. I'm filming on my phone right now. So you just kind of take a break, catch your breath. Again, I'm no expert on any of this, but I just love how it works. I love all the areas that it works without having to do crunches, because my back is not geared for crunches. Oh yeah, feel it right there. Nice. And then as far as the curls go, just got 3 sets of those as well. Now I've learned, just from, you know, people giving their thoughts as well when they see me doing stuff, I'll kind of take the good with the bad, constructive criticism, that when you do curls, you should go slow. So I do 3 sets of these of 15. Already lost track. I think that's 5, 6, 7, 8. So basically 3 sets of those, 3 times, just like 3 times on that. And then I'll do some bench press and stuff. You get the idea. And trust me, I'm not in any way, shape, or form trying to pretend that I'm in shape, because I'm not. Also, when I open the garage door, every time I pull the mini Marge out, all these leaves blow in, so this leaves is always in here. All right, that's gonna do it for today. I'll see you in the next video. The vlog is thanks for listening. The vlog is over. Also, one last thing. I almost feel like the running at, I could probably run 2 or 3 times faster than what I would normally walk quickly at. But I almost feel like it slowed down the walking. If I do a half run, half walk, I'm walking at about 1/3 the pace because I'm tired. I almost feel like it's like Tortoise in the hairstyle. What if I just briskly jogged the whole way instead of attempting to run? That's what I'm thinking now, because I noticed when I did almost that first mile, 3/4 of a mile, 4/5 of a mile, and then I did another almost 4/5 of a mile, and then the other 1/3 of a mile. When I went to walk, I was walking very slow. I was trying to regain myself. So I don't know. I feel like I could walk a pretty good pace without running. I got a few weeks of this. I got a few months to decide, but yeah, anyway, just thinking out loud.